Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, and welcome to NASSP's 2020 State Principal of the Year and the 2021 National Principal of the Year Virtual Awards Program. To begin the festivities, please welcome NASSP's President, Robert Motley.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the NASSP's 2020 Virtual Principals of the Year Awards Program, an event in which we recognize and honor the 2020 State Principals of the Year. It is our honor to recognize the best and brightest in school leadership. You come from schools large and small, urban and rural, in wealthy communities, and in communities challenged by poverty. But what binds us together is so much more important than the different contexts in which we serve. We share a common passion to see our students succeed, and we all have chosen to act on that passion by leading schools to provide each of our students, no matter who they are or where they come from, the best opportunities to learn. The Principal of the Year program is a celebration of that leadership. Of course, we're all proud of the work our teachers and other staff members contribute to build a successful school. But maybe just for today, I challenge you to reflect on your own role in your school's success, and maybe even talk about it. That kind of talk does not come naturally to us. We love to deflect praise to the great teams in our schools, but we cannot advance as a profession of school leaders unless we name and own our own constructive behaviors. And once we identify them, we can replicate them and advocate for more of them. NASSP created the Building Ranks framework to do just that, to articulate all the principal does to lead a successful school. We principals form a vision of success. We advance the personal wellness of each adult and student in the building so we can all perform at our best. We build an inclusive culture. We identify needs, unearth resources, and create opportunities. We build and foster relationships with the community to create the best conditions for student progress. All of those themes are woven throughout your stories, and they combine to reinforce a single, persistent truth. Our leadership matters. And events like this put a far too rare spotlight on the crucial role each of you plays in transforming education for a new day. I would like now to introduce NASSP's Chief Executive Officer, Joanne Bartoletti. After taking the reins of NASSP in August of 2011, Joanne wasted no time in revisiting and re-examining every program to ensure that NASSP is every bit the thriving and forward-thinking organization school leaders deserve. As a member of the NASSP board, I've had the privilege of watching Joanne lead NASSP into the future by updating many of NASSP's signature programs, including the National Principals Conference, the National Honor Society, Principal of the Year, National Student Council, and federal advocacy efforts. With a deep commitment to inclusion, Joanne also worked closely with the board to increase its racial and gender diversity. Her success is built on her lengthy tenure leading the New Jersey Principals and Supervisors Association, prior to which she walked in your shoes as a principal and assistant principal. I am pleased to introduce NASSP Chief Executive Officer, Joanne Bartoletti.
Good afternoon, and welcome State Principals of the Year, families, guests, state and national executive directors, and NASSP board members to NASSP's Virtual Recognition Awards Program, a unique program at which we proudly recognize each of the 2020 state and national principals of the year. NASSP is motivated by a simple vision: great leaders in every school committed to the success of each student. These words are not a slogan, but a belief. You are the great leaders who bring that vision to life. So on behalf of NASSP, I welcome you, I congratulate you, and more importantly, I thank you, our great leaders, for the work you do. The education community and the American public generally accept that schools need great leaders like you. There's no controversy there. Wallace Foundation research confirmed long ago that leadership is one of the most important school-based factors in student achievement. second only to instruction. And we never tire of former U.S. Secretary of Education Arne Duncan's regular reminder, show me a great school and I'll show you a great principal. We repeat that phrase emphatically. But when we try to explain what makes a principal great, we become less clear. Our language gets general about how much the principal cares about the students, or that they're just a steady, reliable presence, or a natural leader. These descriptions, flattering though they are, ironically do the field of school leadership a disservice. The false notion that effective principals are born and not made suggests that we don't know how to build effective leadership and gives us no direction for leadership development. It concedes that we might not be able to make great leaders at all, and that no amount of leadership development will make a difference. We know all that contention is false. That fallacy explains in part why principals turn over at such high rates. Current research from NASSP and the Learning Policy Institute reveals that 35% of principals don't remain in their positions past year 3. Far too short a tenure to see any school-wide improvement effort to completion. Poor working conditions, low salary, an inhospitable policy environment, and a lack of decision-making authority all contribute to the attrition. But the greatest contributor to principal attrition is inadequate preparation and professional development that too often misses the mark on the crucial skills principals need to develop. Frankly, that is one of the reasons NASSP created the Building Ranks framework for school leadership. Building Ranks identifies the dimensions of a principal's work to nurture each individual's talents, both students and adults. It describes 15 tangible areas that prompt principals to consider how well you build relationships, what efforts you exert to promote wellness of each adult and student, how everyone in the school reflects on their growth, and how effectively you manage human capital. To guide the principal's growth, NASSP even developed a diagnostic tool that allows principals to zero in on priority areas. Now, if we really believe that principal leadership matters to student success, then we must align our federal budget priorities to build the knowledge and skills that make a principal effective. Fortunately, we know enough about effective leadership to identify the targets. All that remains for us is to summon the will. That is the message NASSP is delivering during the October 2020 celebration of National Principals Month. We ask you to join your voice with ours. Your selection as your state's Principal of the Year instills in you the authority as a spokesperson for the great endeavor of public education in general and school leadership specifically. Tell your congresspeople that you didn't just hatch one morning as a fully formed principal. You had to work at it, and you had to acquire the knowledge and skills that make you successful. Tell them we know how to make more great school leaders if Congress has the will to invest. Remind members of Congress how the policies they create affect your schools. We can't ignore the fact that you are assuming the Principal of the Year title at a most unusual time. Our schools face the dual crisis of the coronavirus pandemic and unrest stemming from a renewed consciousness of racial injustice. The former will eventually be solved by medical science, but the latter has been with us for centuries and can be solved only by the conversion of human hearts and minds. In that endeavor, principals are not powerless. Far from it. We must reject the complicit message of silence and loudly reaffirm our role as champions of racial equity. This moment calls us to name and condemn not only overt racial violence, but also the less obvious structural racism that permeates every dimension of American life: economics, health, the environment, housing, and yes, education. This moment calls on us as leaders to build our own cultural competence so we can recognize and address the racial disparities in our discipline policies, our curriculum, and our academic systems, and in the way we use school resource officers. It calls on us to lead conversations with all students and stakeholders that will build culturally responsive schools. These are difficult conversations, but you didn't become the recognized leader you are by playing it safe and easy. As Principals of the Year, both your schools and your peers will look to you for leadership. Show them how the principal's leadership can advance our schools and influence the nation toward becoming the best version of ourselves, worthy of our highest ideals and intolerant of the idea that a person's skin color in any way reflects their value. It is time for you as principals to stand up for public education as the great equalizer and agent of social change. Speak up for the young people in your care who can't speak for themselves, and step up by encouraging in and leading actions that will build the future we all share. This will be my last opportunity to join you in this unique celebration of your work. I'll be retiring at the end of December, but I'll never forget you and what you do. Once again, congratulations to you and thank you for the model you are of the great things we can accomplish as school leaders.
Ladies and gentlemen and honored guests, we are pleased at this time to recognize our 2020 State Principals of the Year. Alabama, from Piedmont High School, Adam B. Clemens.
Hello, I'm Adam Clemens, the 2020 Alabama Principal of the Year and Principal of Piedmont High School. And for self-care, I like to come home, enjoy some time on my back porch, light a fire, goes the rest of my hair, and enjoy a good book and take a nap. And spend time with my 5 kids. Wonderful.
What you like more?
Alabama. Alaska, from Hutchison Career Center, Robin Jeanette Taylor.
Good morning from Fairbanks, Alaska. My name is Robin Taylor. I am the State of Alaska 2020 Principal of the Year. I work at James T. Hutchison High School, which is a career and technical education high school. For my self-care, I enjoy doing anything that gets me outdoors. I can often be found out running, hiking, skiing, hunting for moose and caribou, fishing for halibut and salmon. So anything that gets me outside is my self-care. I look forward to meeting all of you. Congratulations.
Alaska. Arizona, from Payson High School, Jeff Simon.
Hello, my name is Jeff Simon and I'm the proud principal of Payson High Schools, which consists of Payson High School, Payson Center for Success, and Payson Center for Success Online. It is truly my honor to represent the great state of Arizona as the NASSP Secondary State Principal of the Year. My self-care plan consists of just spending time with my family, from watching movies together to taking day trips to Phoenix, all the way to taking historical trips around the state. From Tombstone to Jerome, it's our plan to see it all and see it all together. Thank you again for this great honor.
Arizona. Arkansas, from Lakeside High School, Darren Landry.
Hello, my name is Darren Landry, Arkansas State Principal of the Year and Principal of Lakeside High School in Hot Springs, Arkansas. I am very fortunate of where I live that we have several lakes and several mountain trails that we can just get away. Those are the 2 things that I love doing. I love getting out in the sun with my family, my wife and 3 daughters, riding around on the lakes, and also when we're not on the lake, we're walking the hiking trails.
Arkansas. Colorado, from Fountain Middle School, William Dallas.
Hello, my name is Bill Dallas and I have the honor of being the Colorado Secondary School Principal of the Year for 2020, and I am also the principal at Fountain Middle School in Fountain Fort Carson School District in Colorado. So for my self-care, living in the beautiful state of Colorado, I enjoy the outdoors, whether it be snowboarding, skiing, golfing, mountain biking, running, climbing, hiking. Really, you can't go wrong in Colorado. So it's a pleasure to live in Colorado and an honor to be the Colorado Secondary School Principal of the Year.
Colorado. Connecticut, from Bunnell High School, Nancy Dowling.
Greetings from Bulldog Nation. My name is Nancy Dowling, and I am the proud principal of Frank Scott Bunnell High School in Stratford, Connecticut. In my spare time, I like to hike, bike, swim, and as often as possible, play a quick and not always pretty round of golf. But my favorite activity is time spent with a good book at Bristol Beach at my favorite spot in Falmouth on the Cape in Massachusetts.
Connecticut. Delaware. From St. George's Technical High School, Shanta Reynolds.
Greetings, my name is Shanta Reynolds and I'm the proud principal of St. George's Technical High School located in Middletown, Delaware. Things that I've been focusing on for self-care is exercising daily, doing light reading in the morning and also in the afternoon, and most importantly, spending time with my beautiful family. I also like to shop, so that's another thing that kind of decompresses all the stress. So those are just a few things that I do for my self-care. Go Hawks!
Delaware. District of Columbia. From Alice Deal Middle School, Deidre L. Neal. Deidre loves her students, staff, and the Alice Deal community, and she says her favorite mantra is, please grant yourself grace, grant grace to your children, and grant grace to our teachers as we move forward together. District of Columbia. DODEA, Department of Defense Education Activity, Virginia. From DODEA Virtual High School, Terry Marshall.
Hi, my name is Terry Marshall. I'm the principal of DODEA Virtual High School. Haven't been able to do too much self-care because we went from a high school of 2,500 enrollments to a K-12 institution of over 12,000 enrollments. So when I finally get to self-care, I will be going out to dinners with my friends and family, sorority sisters, walk on the beach, and have just a nice spa day.
DODEA Virginia. DOSOS, U.S. Department of State Office of Overseas Schools, Panama. From International School of Panama, Eric Monson.
First of all, I'd like to congratulate all the other winners and acknowledge their hard work and dedication. Second, I'd like to say my wife and I, to deal with COVID, have spent time with family. We've welcomed 2 new grandchildren, Asher and Henley, to go along with our other grandchild, Harper. We love spending time with our family. Finally, I'd just like to say, take care of yourself and take care of others by wearing a mask, and wear it properly.
DOSOS Panama. Florida, from Charles W. Flanagan High School, Michelle Kefford.
Hi, I'm Michelle Kefford, National Principal of the Year finalist for 2020. Focusing on self-care is so important, and for me, I want to focus on making sure I'm not only healthy physically, but mentally as well. Every morning I'm up at 4:30, working out outside with a group of educators who help keep me motivated and positive. It's so critical that we're there to support one another, because if we don't take care of ourselves, we can't care for anyone else.
Florida. Georgia. From Oconee Middle School, Keith Carter.
Hello, my name is Keith Carter, and I'm the proud principal of Oconee County Middle School and the Georgia State Principal of the Year. The way I take care of myself is to make sure that I'm totally devoted to my family when I'm at home. I have 4 great children and a wonderful wife, and I want to make sure that I'm fully devoted to my family so that when I come back to school, I can be focused on being the best principal possible. Thank you.
Georgia. Hawaii. From Waimea High School, Mahina Ongwai.
Hi, my name is Mahina Ongwai. I'm the principal at Waimea High School on the very small island of Kauai in Hawaii. For my self-care, I've been really focusing on when I'm home, I'm home. I have made a new rule this year. I don't bring my work home from Friday until Sunday after church. I totally put it away, which allows me time to reconnect with my family and play golf with my husband on Saturday. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Hawaii. Idaho. From Murta Middle High School, Adam Johnson.
Hi, my name is Adam Johnson. I'm the Idaho Principal of the Year, and I'm principal of Murta Middle School and High School in Murta, Idaho. I'm fortunate to live in a state with tons of public land and amazing outdoor opportunities. I love to spend time out in nature, taking in the beautiful scenery of Idaho, and spending time as an archery hunter and a golfer. When I come back from these activities, I feel rejuvenated and ready to lead others. Thank you and congratulations to all of our winners.
Idaho. Illinois. From Joseph Arthur Middle School, Tron Young.
Hello, Dr. Tron Young here. I am excited to come to you representing the wonderful state of Illinois as the Principal of the Year. What I do for self-care are two things. One, I enjoy spending time with my wife and my two amazing little boys, 3 and 1. They keep me re-energized, they keep me focused, they keep me grounded. And also, I found the new appreciation of working out, running, and lifting. I look forward to working with and getting to know all of you.
Illinois. Indiana. From Carmel High School, Tom Harmus. An educator for 37 years, Tom credits the students and staff at his school for making this day possible, and goes on to say that it's an honor to represent all the principals from the state of Indiana. Indiana. Kansas. From Olathe West High School, Jay Novacek.
Hey everybody, my name is Jay Novacek. I'm the principal of Olathe West High School. Proud to be the Kansas Principal of the Year. The way that I have been focusing on self-care is 236 straight days of riding my Peloton. I also enjoy going on walks with my wife on new trails around our house and watching my 3 children participate in activities. Proud to be a part of this group, and go Owls.
Kansas. Kentucky. From Johnson Central High School, Noel Crum.
Hello, I'm Noel Crum, the principal of Johnson Central High School and the Kentucky High School Secondary Principal of the Year. For my self-care, I turn to coaching soccer. I'm an assistant coach for our boys soccer team, and it gives me a chance to spend time with my son, who is a sophomore on the team.
Kentucky. Louisiana. From Dutchtown High School, Carly Francois.
Hi, I'm Carly Francois, principal of Dutchtown High School, and I'm the state winner for Louisiana, and I'm very excited and proud to participate in this Flipgrid activity. For my self-care, I have been focusing on unplugging when I'm supposed to unplug. So at night and on weekends, I'm trying to do a better job of really focusing on myself and my family, and just telling the virtual world goodbye.
Louisiana. Maine. From Leavitt Area High School, Eben Shaw.
Hello, my name is Eben Shaw, principal of Leavitt Area High School in Turner, Maine, Maine's 2020 Principal of the Year. And for my self-care, I've been focusing on spending time outdoors, spending time with my wife and 2 sons. We're fortunate to live here in Maine where there's no shortage of outdoor activities. We've been doing everything from fishing and boat rides to hunting and hikes in the woods. Congratulations to all the winners, and have a good school year.
Maine. Maryland. From High Point High School, Nicole Isley McClure.
Greetings from Prince George's County, Maryland. My name is Nicole Isley McClure, and I am the proud recipient of Maryland's Principal of the Year Award. So for me, self-care begins and ends with exercise. Walking, running, aerobic activity all help me relieve the stress of the day. So congratulations, fellow honorees, and I pray that we all have a safe remainder of the school year.
Maryland. Massachusetts. From Paul R. Baird Middle School, Stacy Monette.
Hi everyone, my name is Stacy Monette, and I'm the proud principal here at Paul R. Baird Middle School in Ludlow, Massachusetts. I'm also the 2020 Principal of the Year for the state of Massachusetts. Focusing on self-care has always been a passion of mine for myself, my family, my students, my staff. I'm a runner. I run every day at 5 a.m. have done it for years. I enjoy that quiet, peaceful time before I start my craziness of my day. I've also challenged myself through COVID to do 10,000 steps a day, which has been great.
Massachusetts. Michigan. From Pewamo Westphalia Middle School, High School, Todd Simmons.
Hello, my name is Todd Simmons, proud team member here at Pewamo Westphalia Middle School, High School. And the way I'm intentional about self-care is by getting up nearly every morning really early and getting into my devotional. And then after that, spending about 20 minutes in some form of rigorous exercise. And that really helps me get my mind right, my heart right, my spirit right, so that I can bring my personal best to our champions culture here in Pirate Nation every single day.
Michigan. Minnesota. From Woodbury Middle School, Karen Lopez.
Hi, I'm Karen Lopez, and I'm the Minnesota Principal of the Year. I'm a middle school principal at Woodbury Middle School in Woodbury, Minnesota. When I think of self-care, I feel very fortunate in Minnesota. We have a lot of paths, hiking trails, lakes, so I spend a lot of my time with my family outdoors. If I'm not on the boat, I'm biking, I'm running, I'm hiking. So I feel very fortunate to have that, and self-care is so critical to all of us.
Minnesota. Mississippi. From Northwest Rankin High School, Ben Stein.
Hi, my name is Ben Stein. I'm principal at Northwest Rankin High School in the state of Mississippi. I am this year's Principal of the Year for Mississippi. And for my self-care, I have been focusing on spending time with family. We love to cook in our smoker. We love to grill it on the grill. We love to hang around the pool. I am my family's specialty cook. I love cooking crawfish. I love smoking anything in the smoker and grilling anything on the grill. And I enjoy my time with the family, and that's how I take care of myself.
Mississippi. Missouri. From Winnetonka High School, Eric Johnson.
Hello, State Principals of the Year. My name is Dr. Eric Johnson, and it's my absolute honor to represent the state of Missouri for Secondary Principal of the Year. For self-care and a sense of renewal, I've been focusing on spending time with family. I have a 3-year-old son and a 6-year-old daughter, so we're doing a whole lot of binge watching of things like Odd Squad and Wild Kratts. So that keeps me safe, keeps me young, keeps me focused, and keeps me balanced. So enjoy the year. Hope everything's going well.
Missouri. Montana. From St. Ignatius Middle School, High School, Sean Hendrickson.
I'm Sean Hendrickson, Montana 2020 Principal of the Year, Principal at St. Ignatius Middle and High School in beautiful western Montana on the Flathead Indian Reservation. What I've been doing for self-care, a lot of bow hunting this fall season for elk. I spent a lot of time on the boat with the wife and kids, and just looking to have a little bit left before winter. Go Bulldogs.
Montana. Nebraska. From Lincoln East High School, Susan Casada.
Hi, my name is Sue Casada, and I am principal at Lincoln East High School in Lincoln, Nebraska. And what I have done for self-care this past year and always has been to read. I love to read, to escape into another world, to learn something new, and to explore something that has been a mystery to me. So reading has been my self-care.
Nebraska. Nevada. From Victoria Fertitta Middle School, Kayleen Ellis.
Hi, my name is Kayleen Ellis, and I'm the principal at Victoria Fertitta Middle School in Las Vegas, Nevada. I love to work on self-care in a way that makes my time intentional with my family without distraction. We live by the mountains. We like to spend time hiking, and we also love to try new restaurants, which always open here in Las Vegas. So that is really fun. And also my family lives in Ireland, and so I like to spend a lot of time with my mom on FaceTime.
Nevada. New Jersey. From East Brunswick High School, Michael Vanilla.
Second, for my personal self-care, I like heading down to the Jersey Shore with family, heading out into the water, go for a little swim, riding the wave runners, and at night after a good meal together, we head out and we head on these rides together to top out the evening. That's my personal self-care.
New Jersey. New Mexico, from Oñate High School, James Shopicum.
For my self-care, I have been focusing on calling students, at least 2 to 3 students a day, make sure they're doing okay. And I've been reaching out to teachers, at least 1 a day, just to call them, say hello, make sure they're doing okay. It's a difficult time, so I'm contacting a lot of students and a lot of teachers.
New Mexico. New York, from West Middle School, Felicia Thomas Williams.
Greetings from Long Island, New York. My name is Felicia Thomas Williams. I'd like to congratulate all of the 2020 Principals of the Year, and a special congratulations to Karenza Wing for National Principal of the Year. For my self-care, I love to spend time outside, crafting and reading, and I particularly enjoy spending time with my family and caring for my dog, Wesley.
New York. North Carolina, from Edgecombe Early College High School, Matthew Bristow Smith.
Hi there, this is Matt Bristow Smith, the NASSP 2021 North Carolina State Principal of the Year. I'm so proud to be representing Edgecombe County, North Carolina, and also all rural teachers and principals across the state in this National Principal of the Year recognition celebration. For my self-care, I spend lots of time outdoors, planting, gardening. I have a Japanese maple behind me. I get such an immediate sense of gratification from planting seeds and seeing them grow. Thank you all.
North Carolina. North Dakota, from Grant County High School, Terry Bentz.
Hi, I'm Terry Bentz. I'm the middle school high school principal at Grant County High School in Elgin, North Dakota. I'm the 2020 Principal of the Year for the great state of North Dakota. When I'm not at school or doing school things, I like to focus on my self-care by spending time with family, especially our grandson, my wife Nicole, my 3 daughters, and their families. We like to spend a lot of time at the lake, cruising around on the pontoon, and spending a lot of time on the beach, playing in the sand with this little guy.
North Dakota. Ohio, from Mayfield High School, Jeffrey Legan.
Hello, my name is Jeffrey Legan, and I am the proud principal of Mayfield High School, located in Mayfield Village, Ohio. For self-care, in addition to exercise, I love to spend time with my wife taking our daily walks, and I love watching my 2 daughters compete in all of their sports. And speaking of sports, I'm a huge Cleveland Browns and Cleveland Indians fan. One may say that is a stressor, but what can I say? I'm a huge fan.
Ohio. Oklahoma, from Guthrie High School, Chris LeGrand.
Hello everyone, this is Chris LeGrand, the 2020 Oklahoma High School Principal of the Year. For my self-care, I've been focusing on physical activity in order to maintain my spiritual, physical, and emotional well-being. In fact, for the past 330 days, I have walked, run, or cycled. My physical health enables me to perform my best as a school leader, husband, and father.
Oklahoma. Oregon, from Cascade High School, Matt Thatcher.
Hey everyone, this is Matt Thatcher, principal of Cascade High School in Turner, Oregon. And what I'm doing for self-care is just trying to plan some cool stuff for the future. Obviously, this virus will not be with us forever. And for example, my wife and I were supposed to go to Greece this past summer. We were not able to do that. But we've already started planning to redo that trip for next year and just looking forward to some great things that we can do once this all ends. So that's one of the things we're doing to care for ourselves. Have a great day.
Oregon. Pennsylvania, from Paul Robeson High School for Human Services, Richard Gordon IV.
Hello everyone, my name is Richard Mitchell Gordon IV. I am the State Principal of the Year for the state of Pennsylvania, and I'm also a 2021 finalist for the NASSP's National Principal of the Year Award. I focus on self-care by hanging out with my 3 partners in crime, and they are just a wonderful change from a long, hard day at work.
Pennsylvania. Rhode Island, from Cheraho Regional High School, Craig McKenzie.
Hi all, it's Craig McKenzie, Principal at Chariho Regional High School, Principal of the Year in the great state of Rhode Island. For my self-care, I've been focusing on my golf game a little bit. Not that I get too many opportunities to play, but I love going to the range, hitting a bucket, and chipping and putting. I find it very meditative. Beyond that, I live on a beautiful pond in southern Rhode Island, and I take advantage of every opportunity to get out there in my canoe, do a little fishing, get a line wet, and clear my head. Hope everybody's having a great and safe year.
Rhode Island. South Carolina, from Batesburg-Leesville High School, Sonia Bryant.
Good morning, I'm Sonia Bryant, proud principal of Batesburg-Leesville High School in Batesburg-Leesville, South Carolina. And for my self-care, I have been trying to spend time with family and trying to just unplug a little bit and just be in the moment with the people that I love the most. Hope everybody's having a great year. Go Panthers.
South Carolina. South Dakota, from Georgia Morris Middle School, Kylie Cumbo.
Hi there, I'm Kylie Cumbo, the middle school principal here in Pierce, South Dakota. And in order to take care of myself, I have fun every day. I love middle school students, so I have fun at work. My second job is mom to 4 kiddos and just enjoying the time that I have with them. I also like to read, I like to run, and just be outside and being with friends and people.
South Dakota. Tennessee, from Henry County High School, Michelle Webb. According to Michelle, outside of work, she can be found enjoying mental health therapy sessions while laying on a float in her backyard pool. She and her husband David love to travel in the U.S. and Europe. Tennessee. Texas, from Lowry Freshman Center, Jill Stafford.
I'm Jill Stafford, principal of Lowry Freshman Center in Allen, Texas. I'm the high school principal of the year for the state of Texas, where everything is bigger in Texas, and you might say that with my 1,800 plus freshmen. For self-care, I have begun focusing on working out every day, reading good books, and also spending as much time with friends and family, creating memories and making sure that we laugh every single day.
Texas. Utah, from Butler Middle School, Paula Logan.
Hello, I'm Paula Logan, principal of Butler Middle School here in Salt Lake City, Utah. For self-care, I find focusing on a daily spiritual meditation helps me maintain a positive outlook and center my efforts. I also love to try new recipes on the weekend. Recently, I've been baking with kamut flour and exploring the best cinnamon roll recipes. Time with family and friends always brings lots of laughter, and that helps me stay focused and balanced.
Utah. Vermont, from Arlington Memorial High School, Sarah Pickering.
My name is Sarah Pickering. I'm the NASSP Principal of the Year for the state of Vermont. I work at Arlington Memorial High School. For my self-care, I head out into the woods where I hike and walk 3 seasons out of the year and spend most of my winter snowshoeing. The woods for me are a constant reminder of the power and beauty of change and regrowth.
Vermont. West Virginia, from Westwood Middle School, John Conrad.
Hello everyone, I'm John Conrad, Principal of the Year for West Virginia, the principal of Westwood Middle School in Morgantown, West Virginia. For my self-care, I've been focusing on spending time with my family and my neighbors. We've been doing social distance get-togethers, campfires, watch parties, things of that nature, and just really trying to keep things as normal as possible. Individually, I like to play video games and read and watch sports.
West Virginia. Wisconsin, from Hillcrest School, Aiton Benzicane.
With glasses, which way do I look smarter? Without glasses? Is this thing on? I'm just kidding. Laughter and comedy is so important in self-care. Another thing we do is, as a staff, we get together every year and do self-care, peer care, and leadership care. And we make concrete plans on how we're going to care for ourselves and care for one another. So important.
Wisconsin. Wyoming, from Big Piney High School, Jeff McKelkey.
Hello everyone, my name is Jeff McKelkey. I'm the high school principal from Big Piney High School from the great state of Wyoming. For my self-care, I've got to do it in the morning. As far as my exercise routine, I also serve as our school's activity director, so after school just doesn't work for me. During the school day, I really enjoy walking into our classrooms and observing the live instruction or face-to-face instruction that I will never take for granted again. That's who I am, and I'm proud to be part of this great bunch.
Wyoming. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to all of our state honorees. From the state winners, 3 finalists were named as contenders for the National Principal of the Year award. The first is Michelle Kevert from Charles W. Flanagan High School in Pembroke Pines, Florida. Despite Flanagan High's massive 2,500 student enrollment, no student gets lost under Michelle's high-energy leadership. Any student can sign up for lunch with her in Kevert's Kitchen, and students have ample opportunity to lead with student mentoring programs like Pride and School Safety, in which students hold one another accountable for positive behavior, and Kevert's Kids, in which high-achieving upperclassmen are paired with struggling 9th and 10th graders to encourage them both academically and socially. A champion for marginalized students, Michelle is learning Spanish to work with her ELL families and created the aptly named Road to Success program to raise Latinx achievement and aspirations. Michelle also launched a transgender student support program that empowered students to advocate for themselves and has become a model throughout the state of Florida. Congratulations, Michelle! The next finalist is Adam Clemens from Piedmont High School in Piedmont, Alabama. In a small rural town with 4 traffic lights, few job opportunities, and a defunct cotton mill, Adam knew that Piedmont High School had to be more than a place of learning. It had to become a center of the community where students could aspire to dreams that might never have occurred to them. Adam created conditions for learning by bringing in mental health supports and advanced learning with a series of dual enrollment programs. At Adam's request, the board made Piedmont High the first high school in Alabama to require computer science, now a statewide law. Adam's leadership designated Piedmont an Apple Distinguished School and put the small rural town on the map when President Obama declared Piedmont High a national model in digital learning. Congratulations, Adam. The third finalist is Richard Gordon IV from Paul Robeson High School for Human Services in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Richard's leadership brought Paul Robeson High School for Human Services from the brink of closure in 2013 to one of Philadelphia's premier high schools, which now boasts a 95% graduation rate. A Safe Corridors program, a collaboration between PRHS and the University City District, created safe conditions for learning by providing extra supervision for students traveling to and from school. Richard then added over 30 new community partnerships, including a mental health therapy program that provides trauma support for students. On that SEL foundation, Richard built a model of personalized learning, putting the school's motto, "Build Your Own Brand," into action by helping each student create an educational and life path from neuroscience to NASCAR, then working tirelessly to build partnerships to help each student fulfill their dreams. Congratulations, Richard. Now, to introduce the 2021 National Principal of the Year, please welcome the 2020 National Principal of the Year from Collins Hill High School in Sewanee, Georgia, Carenza Wing.
Thank you. One October afternoon last year, officials from NASSP, my district, community, and Atlanta media converged on my school to surprise me with the news of being selected as National Principal of the Year. I was so excited. I can't tell you the excitement in the air and what it was like to see my superintendent standing there waving a pom-pom on our school's behalf. But I was also overwhelmed as it struck me that I was to represent principals across the nation to both improve and advocate for public education. I soon realized it's a team effort. As Principals of the Year, we join a group of leaders who are already sharing their insights and expertise. Like you, I already had some contacts among legislators, but the Principal of the Year title opened many more doors. I addressed my state legislature. I served on panels for public education, met with senators and representatives to serve as a consultant on upcoming legislation, and presented to groups of state commissioners and nonprofits wanting the school perspective for the work they are doing. They all want to know how we make sure that every community has a safe and successful school. My message was consistent. Every school needs qualified and caring teachers, but also an effective principal, so that together we can close the potential gap for each student. My friends and colleagues, we are reinventing ourselves daily. Let's continue to rely on one another and create educational opportunities to meet the needs of each of our students. Our next speaker knows something about student empowerment. At Paul Robeson High School for Human Services, each student is encouraged to build their own brand and build a learning plan around their interests and motivations. Under his leadership, Paul Robeson High School went from the brink of closure to what many consider Philadelphia's premier high school. It is my honor to introduce the 2021 NASSP National Principal of the Year, Richard Gordon.
Thank you all for this incredible honor. My life has changed quite a bit during this past week since the award was announced, and I look forward to serving, as Mr. Motley said, as the face of the principalship to the best of my ability. I can only hope this award and the experiences of Paul Robeson High School can serve as a reminder of what is possible from our youth, our communities, and of one another, especially in light of the times we are currently in. We are all in the business of educating. Our priority, our bottom line, is student learning. Our common challenge is to make learning our students' top priority as well. If we don't start looking at how we can make our students love school, then we're missing out. Once they love school, then school becomes one of the highest priorities in their lives. That is what my team at Robeson High School does. By gathering and sustaining resources, partnerships, and relationships, we bring real-world experiences to the school so our students can engage both in and out of the classroom. They start finding their passions, and we reinforce them so that they leave school not just with a diploma, but with a life plan. As we all know, leading that kind of education is hard work, but the results remind us that the principalship can also be the greatest job in education. I want to recognize my fellow finalists, Michelle Kiefert and Adam Clemens, who are two of the most amazing administrators I've ever met. And of course, Corinza Wing, for being such an inspiring role model in this position for the last year. Your examples and models of great leadership, in so many ways, my principalship is inspired by your example. So I'm continually dedicated to the purpose of service, thanks to you. I would like to extend my sincerest thanks and appreciation to NASSP President Robert Motley, CEO Joanne Bartoletti, the Board of Directors, and the National Principal of the Year Award Selection Committee for this prestigious honor. I would like to also thank my wonderful superintendent, Dr. William Height, my assistant superintendent, Dr. Deborah Carrera, and of course, I'd like to thank the Pennsylvania Principals Association for honoring me with the privilege of representing Pennsylvania and all of the outstanding school leaders across the Commonwealth. I accept this award not just on my behalf, but on behalf of our school, our loving families, our magnanimous community partners, and most of all, our outstanding students. I dedicate this honor to the entire Paul Robeson High School community and to all the tremendous school principals in the School District of Philadelphia and the public school system striving to make a difference in a tough city struggling with so many challenges. Thank you again, and I look forward to the honor of learning from each of you during this journey. Thank you.
Congratulations, Richard. And congratulations also to national finalists Michelle Kiefert and Adam Clemens. And to all the 2020 State Principals of the Year, we could not be more proud of all you represent and the great work that principals do across the country. NASSP looks forward to working with you throughout this year and beyond toward our common vision of great leaders in every school committed to the success of each student. This concludes our virtual recognition event. Thank you for joining us, and please stay safe.
Donors Choose would like to congratulate you on your achievement as being selected as your state's 2020 State Principal of the Year. The Donors Choose gift card that you received is redeemable on the Donors Choose platform to help support projects posted by classroom teachers in your school, district, state, or nationwide.